Tony, I take it. You'd do anything to save her life,
Of course.
even if it meant going to prison for several years?
I'll do absolutely anything.
Hmm. I think you can. I'm certain. If you tell the police exactly the right story. Yes, listen, Tony. I've been working this out for weeks, just in case it came to this. It may be her only chance.
Let's have it.
Okay, you'll have to tell the police that you hired Swan to murder her.
What are you talking about?
It's all right, Tony. I've been writing this stuff for years. I know what I'm doing. My gut gets convicted because no one would believe her story. Persecution made out that she was telling one lie after another, and the jury believed him. But what did this case amount to? Only three things: the letter, her stalking, and the idea that because no key was found on Swan, she must have let him in herself. Now Swan's dead. You can say that you did know him, that you'd met him and work out the whole thing together. Now the blackmail. Swan was only suspected of blackmail for two reasons. Because my letter was found in his pocket, and because you saw him the day Margot's bag was stolen.
Well,
Well, you can now tell the police that you never saw him at Victoria, that the whole thing was an invention of yours to try and connect him with the letter,
but the letter was found in his pocket.
because you put it in there.
You mean I should pretend that I stole her handbag?
You sure you could have.
But why?
Well, because you wanted to find out who was writing to her. When you read my letter, you were so mad you decided to teach her a lesson.
But I can say that I wrote those blackmail notes.
Why not? No one can prove that you didn't.
Alright, I stole her bag and blackmailed her. What else?
Mhm. Well, you kept my letter and planted it on Swam after he'd been killed.
Wait a minute. When could I have done that?
Ah, after you got back from the party and before the police arrived. At the same time, you took one of Margot's stockings from the mending basket and substituted for whatever Swan had used.
Max, I know you're trying to help, but can you imagine anyone believing this?
You've got to make them believe it.
But I wouldn't know what to say. You have to come with me.
No, I couldn't do that. They know the sort of stuff I write. If they suspected we talked this out, they wouldn't even listen. They mustn't know I've been here.
Max, it's ridiculous. Why should I want anyone to murder Margot?
Uh, oh, one of the stock motives. Had Margaret made a will?
I. Yes, I believe she had.
Well, are you the main beneficiary?
I suppose so.
Then there you are.
But thousands of wives leave money to each other without murdering each other. The police don't believe a word of it. They take it for exactly what it is, a husband desperately trying to save his wife.
Well, it's worth a try. They can hand you for planning a murder that never came off. Face it, the most you'd get would be few years in prison,
Thank you very much.
and you'd have saved her life. That doesn't seem too big a price.